Hello, hi. So I just read the book and it was pretty interesting, mind-boggling. There's a lot of things that got me thinking. Um okay, so Luther said this is a collective identity. It's used by artists and activists and just a whole bunch of people that want to keep their identities secret. Darko Maver, he is non-existent. He is a progeny of the internet and LSD, apparently. He constructed Rotten.com, which is really gross, actually. Apparently, these photos are fake. That's on Rotten.com. Darko Maver is, also known as, well, both of them, Franco and Eva. It was created by them. And they use this word to describe him, I guess. And I really liked it. It's called mythoposis. And it's basically like creating myths. And that's what Franco and Eva do. They create myths. Okay, these two people, I think, they cause questions like, how would we know who's real and who's not? But the important thing is, like, the main idea of someone, like, the idea they give off. Like, what this person represents, basically. What they represent is most important than who they are. Like, well, than what their name is, I guess. Okay, so in the book they talk about a black box. And in this black box, Eva and Franco, they stole bits and pieces of artwork they got from museums, what they stole over time. And it explains how important art is to them. One little piece of something represents something big and important and beautiful. But what really is important is this is basically saying that it takes extraordinary measures to construct something beautiful and amazing, because it took all that time to steal those bits and pieces of something like unrecognizable to construct something beautiful. Well, beautiful to them, at least. Okay. So, even Franco made the newspapers and movie posters, I think, because they wanted to show that people seem to believe, or most people are kind of susceptible to information they get exposed to, which is kind of I guess, bad in a way, but good, because it stirs up controversy. Like, it stirs up people getting like involved and wanting to know things, basically. This is why, like, they made net.art. Net.art is a postmodern event, green, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's basically manipulating the media and circulating ambiguous legends. Yeah, it's from, like, to do with art. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. So, I check that out. Okay. In the book, it talks about life sharing. And okay. And life sharing is when Eva and Franco, like, expose themselves, like, a lot, like everything they did was, like, you could see it on this website, and it shows, like, where they were and everything they were doing, basically. And this compares to the people today on the internet. Like, this compares a lot because people are, like, broadcasting themselves and telling other people their lives, basically. They're exposing themselves to the world over the internet, and that's what Eva and Franco were doing. They were exposing themselves to everyone. Okay. So, Eva and Franco made their avatars look like themselves. Because most people, or a lot of people, don't. They make their avatars look completely different from themselves a lot of the time. But even Frankel didn't. They wanted to make their avatars look like them, and it does. I think it does. Except Franco doesn't have glasses, but in his avatar, but that's pretty close to what he looks like. Okay. So in the book, they talk about their little project, the Nike project. I think the Nike project implies that corporations aren't really in tune with with the culture today. Like, well, not today, but like, well, yeah, today. And they, like, don't properly give out information to the community and today's culture. It's basically, they don't really inform the community. And I think that the CSULB's library should be called the University Library, because it's the university's library. It's not Starbucks library, even though they have a Starbucks inside the library. Um, the Starbucks doesn't like run the library. It's just there. It's another part of the library. It's its own separate part, and it's not like part of the actual library area. So it shouldn't be called Starbucks Library because it's just a little part and it's separate from the library. And well, that's it. I really like the book and I'm excited to keep reading about it. I am. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.